joining us now, Democratic member of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Jared Moskowitz of Florida. He will be in the room during the deposition. Congressman, thanks for being here. What do you expect to see inside that room about an hour from now?
Well, look, I'm sure there'll be about 20 members in the room, obviously counsel for Democratic oversight, counsel for Republican oversight, and then Hunter Biden will be there with his own counsel. So we're finally here now at the moment Republicans have been trying to get to after they invited him to a public committee hearing and then took away that invitation. Now we're finally at the deposition phase. I mean, listen, this impeachment of Joe Biden, the impeachment inquiry of Joe Biden is literally on life support. Every one of their informants has proven to be a liar. Two of them have been indicted, one of them for trying to sell, being a Chinese foreign agent and selling Iranian oil, the other actually being a stooge for Russian intelligence and duping my colleagues across the aisle with that 1023 form nonsense. So, look, you know, we'll see what happens after today. I expect my colleagues to go to the microphone and say, you know, today is the smoking gun, which they've been saying for a year every time they sit down and have a deposition. But my hope is that this is the conclusion of the Joe Biden impeachment inquiry, because there is no evidence whatsoever. Hunter Biden has done some things incorrect with the tax issue and with the gun issue. He's going to have to deal with that, but that has nothing to do with Joe Biden as the president of the United States.
As you say, the two star witnesses ago, I believe, is still a fugitive from the law, turned out to be an agent of the Chinese government, an arms trafficker selling oil in the Middle East as well. The most recent star witness, Mr. Smirnov, is now under arrest. The FBI says he made up everything he said about the president of the United States getting a $5 million bribe. That was talked about ad nauseum on certain news networks and by certain members of your committee. So what is the case now, as you talk to members on the committee, on the Republican side? What is their case? What are they going on now?
They have no case. And they've had no case from the beginning, and now it's been exposed that they have no case. Look, if they could impeach Hunter Biden, they would. They would love to impeach Hunter Biden, but they can't. So what they're going to do is they're going to prosecute Hunter in the press. They're going to do that, in my opinion, until the election. But this has nothing to do with Joe Biden. It has nothing to do with Joe Biden doing anything incorrect. It's why the impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden is ridiculous. And they don't even have the votes. Even Chairman Comer kind of admitted that. And so this is literally all about trying to hurt Joe Biden's poll numbers in the press by constantly talking about the mistakes of his son. But there is no link to Joe Biden, no matter how many times they run the Newsmax and spread Russian disinformation that they've been given. This has nothing to do with the president of the United States. No evidence on Joe Biden. I expect to have 8 or 9 or 10 hours of this trying to get Hunter Biden to make some sort of mistake. But this is the end. This is, should be the end of this nonsense.
Congressman, it might not be the end of this nonsense, though, because Republicans are also subpoenaing Special Counsel Robert Hur to come on in to talk about his investigation about classified documents. We know that President Biden cleared of any wrongdoing, but the way the report was written raised the political questions of whether President Biden was up for the job. And the White House certainly objects to what they deemed the gratuitous comments from Hur. As that approaches, what will be the Democrats' strategy heading into those hearings?
Well, listen, if they're going to bring the special counsel up here to talk about the editorializing of his report about Joe Biden's age, expect Democrats to come with all of the ammunition of the last 8 years of things that President Trump has said, like his wife is named Mercedes just last week, or messing up the leaders of Hungary. We will be prepared with all of that. So if this is going to be a test that Joe Biden is too old and Republicans are going to try to do that in committee, Democrats are going to show, all the mistakes that Trump has made, like saying, Biden will declare World War II, which happened in the 40s. All of that stuff is going to come out. We're held to a different standard. When Joe Biden says something that is a mistake, all of a sudden, it's a story for a week. When Donald Trump says it, it's only a story for a minute, mainly because he says it's so constant. And so, we're going to hold everybody to the same standard here. That's what Democrats are going to do.
All right, Democratic member of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Jared Moskowitz, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.